Hi everybody, I'm Vicki and welcome to my channel. I haven't put out a video in a while because I've been working on these miniature Bible scripture journals. So I decided I can just do some projects out of here. I planned them ahead because I find I'm always looking for something. Then I have to run and print a page because I don't have something I need. So I got it all together. So I'm going to work on putting in some tags and journal cards. So this first one I'm going to do, okay, I have the card. I actually took old scrapbook paper, glued it together to make it firm, and I cut them out and I have these. But I didn't want just a plain back, so I'm going to back it with some green dyed paper. This was food color dye. Let me find my glue page, and I'm going to glue this. I'm going to be using my Scotch Create glue stick. I also have some Avery glue stick, but this I trust. Not that I have anything to base it on, but I think it'll be better. So for certain things, I use this. I want to make sure I get the edges really well. Sometimes you just have to kind of look to the side to make sure. I like 100% coverage on the back. I don't, you know, I've seen people that look like they didn't really cover it well. And it bothers me. Because I have seen it, it kind of bubbles up when it dries. Oh, I see a spot right there. It looks like a spot anyway. So I don't want any bubbling. So I'm going to put this right on here. And let's see how close to the edge I can get so I don't have to trim. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's cover the glue stick so it doesn't start drying. And I like to press mine on very well. Take my bone folder. I just want it on there. Okay. I just had trouble. I'm trying to match shades of different. This big mess is because I had to keep printing things. When I go to print a page, I may only need 2 things, so I don't want to waste paper. So then I find other things that I might need, and I print those. So it's just kind of built up. So once I get these done, I can get back on track. So I'm going to go ahead and use my scissors for this. Since this was thick enough, you can use your scissors as a guide. Otherwise, I would get out my guillotine. Right along there. Always save these for something. Well, this looks a little bit like it needs to have a little bit trimmed. Normally I just take the guillotine and just go right over it. Okay, it's still wet, but it'll be okay. This is going in here, but I like to make my corners round because I think it makes them slide better. So I'm going to use the largest one and just trim my corners. Okay. I even put myself a clock in here so I can watch the time. I don't like to go too much more than 30 minutes. I feel like when I'm watching a video, 30 minutes is a good time. Although I have watched 45-minute videos, 1 hour, but some of those I actually watch on a faster speed. I put those up to like 1.5 because they talk very slow and it sounds normal. As long as they don't sound like chipmunks, I can, sometimes I have to do 1.25. It's not that I'm trying to rush their video, but sometimes, you know, got things to do, got videos to watch. So I'm probably for now going to just leave that. And that was going right in here. Actually, I probably, I like things to slide in a little better than that. I may put a little tab there. I don't, eventually, maybe not right now. And what else did I have? I had, let's see. What was this? This, I'm going to trim this out. And I think I'm just going to glue it on the page. I have a lot of pockets, but I can't put a pocket on every page because then it gets just too thick. So I thought this was an interesting piece. It looks like burlap. And I'm going to hit those corners with the tiny one. All these papers are from different kits. The main kit I used was from CarolynsMusings. I had this one. This kit was from, this one was Joy in the Morning or something like that. The other one was Second Coming or something. She has several Christian Bible kits. That's CarolynsMusings on Etsy. And so these two kits, you know, were very, very similar in color tone. So, but this here, I don't know where I got it. I don't think this was hers. I don't think it was. Okay, so that covers up any of the white. But I like mine to look heavily. Okay, so I decided I'm just going to glue this on there because I have so many pockets in here. Then I was going to put this like just down here. So you got to remember what I was doing. I thought about all this yesterday. You know, after a day goes by, things change in your head. You either forget what you were thinking or something else comes up. Which, you know, that's just the way it goes. Sometimes an idea changes. I've changed many ideas. So let's put this kind of up here. I'm trying to keep them not too close to the edges because I want to put stuff on the sides, either page trim or tabs. Either one. Just to decorate the pages. Okay. Here we go. And I wanted to just kind of put that right over there. Okay. Now, was that all I had for this one? Could be. One forgets overnight. This was one. I'm reaching. Got it. This was one I was doing. Let's see what I had in here. I will do flip throughs when I finish these because people like to see other people's journals. This is something I'm kind of stuck on right now. I thought I had these sticking out. Okay, this is one I was going to make for this little bag. Where's the other side of the bag? It's in here, right here. I put this one in there. This is a utensil bag from a restaurant. And this one I need to cut, use scissors, cut an opening. So if you just barely cut the end, you can usually get a pretty straight cut. And if it's not straight, you know, who cares? We will take some glue and just kind of put this down. You just don't want loose things because, you know, it could get caught on something. someone doesn't know and they rip it off, you know. Oops. So just glue it down. Okay. Is that everything? What is that? Oh boy. Could there be any more? Let's get this. Could I have done this off camera? Sure. But sometimes people need to see things. Because you come upon something and you're like, what do I do? And if you've seen it in a video, what is that? Oh boy. You don't want someone to mistake it for another pocket and start trying to shove something in there. Okay. I don't know for sure what I'm going to glue onto that pocket, but something. When I get into my decorating phase, that's what all that is. Well, most of it. So I had this. I thought that will fit. And I found that. I thought, that's pretty. So this is going to be glued on here. I'm trying to think, do I want to run it all the way down? I think I will. Well, let me glue it on first and then I'll trim it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, so I don't have glue everywhere, I'm just going to mark it right there. And that's where my glue comes to. I mean, I'll go a little over because, but I just didn't want to go too far over. Then you've got your fingers in the glue. It's all over the table. Okay, I'm kind of putting a lot on here. This is a pretty thick piece. This is cardstock, scrapbook from my scrapbook days. Okay, that looks good. Cover. Move that out of the way. Well, I'm going to put this on this way so I can see this. Could try to line that up. Doesn't have to be perfect. That looks good. Looks good to me. Okay, then I will take my scissors and just cut that off. When you're cutting, remember to look at the tip and don't look down at this when you're doing it. Don't look here so that somehow it just kind of works out better that way to get it straighter. Okay, now, I guess I didn't need that after all. I think I'm going to round the corners. There it is, right there where I left it. Let's see. Whoa. You know what? I think it's that thing. Let's try it this way. Nope, let's go with this one. Okay. One doesn't work. Sometimes you have to make sure you have these in here properly. That's why I do it upside down, to make sure I see that it's in there. Okay. I didn't ink those sides, but maybe it's better that way. Where's my dauber? There. How'd it get up there? Oh. Okay. We'll just do a light inking on this. I know a lot of people don't like to ink. You don't have to. This just gives it a more vintage feel, but you could easily not ink at all. Okay, so I have that, and I have the back. To put something on the back or not, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I could always rip down a piece of paper, but I'm undecided, so I'm just going to move on. It's one of those things, I can't just sit here thinking about it. I'm pretty sure I had more than just that one. There's this. Okay, this, I couldn't think, it's just been sitting here. I decided to make it a pocket, a side pocket. And then I'm going to make this the tag that goes in so it can hang here. I can put a topper on here. Where are my toppers? I had printed a bunch of them because I had to keep printing little things. So I had toppers in different sizes. Of course, you can use anything for a topper. Somewhere in this mess is a topper. Well, you'll see it eventually. And then you can hook little doodads, little clips, bulb clips. So I got to see how far back do I want this to be. Okay, this will go in that far, possibly. So I'm just going to probably move it up that way a little bit. So it's ready, it's going down. Okay. I'm gluing these 3 sides, so I'll put my thumb on this side. This is where you don't glue. Or if you're doing 2 sides to make a corner tuck, you just have to kind of remember. Maybe you can grab it in the corner. Okie doke. Kind of shoot for middle of the page. It doesn't matter, because who knows what I might put on there. Need to cover this, get that pin in there. Now I had something I was wiping up with. I don't know what happened to it, so I'll grab this. I just want something, I want to press towards that way with the glue. You want to press outward so that it goes out, which means it's going to probably come out onto your page. So just take a paper towel. I had the insides of some napkins that I had peeled. Those make great things to wipe up with. Always save them. I had things all piling up because I wasn't using them, but then all of a sudden I started using it. Sometimes I forget what I have. Forget what that's laying over there for. Okay. Now, let me see. This one is smaller. But I was thinking I was going to cut off. I printed this up so many times. Was this the one? I was going to cut off the, that certainly is not it. I was going to cut close to the edge. I thought that I did. It's not going to go. So here I go. Back to the printer. I can't trim this down anymore. It's only going to there. So I'm going to have to make it skinnier. Oh boy, these are what happens. It's the story of my life, but I will get that fixed and I will get that in there. Okay, that's drying. What else did I have? What else? I just don't know what to do with that yet. Did that one. Okay, I have this little tag. It's waiting for something. Let me make sure. Got that one. I have another journal, don't worry. This was one. And this is the third one. Just have so much stuff. It's hard to think sometimes, but there's nothing I can do till I finish. Okay, I know I was going to do this. I had glued one of those papers I glued together. You can see the edges. So this is when I wait and just go ahead with the guillotine and just get it straight. Okay, I got to make a straight edge. Let me cut this side into what seems to be a straight edge. Save that for something. Okay. Now, using that, I'll line this up here flush so that it makes this straighter. You see it comes off at an angle. So I hope there wasn't a pattern on here. This becoming crooked. Nope. And then this side. And this way they're all the edges are cut. You don't have any of that showing. Oh boy. I'll hang on to that for now. I've been saving less and less because I have so much little scraps. This, I think I was going to put in here. Okay. So, tag. I'm going to round all these corners since I have tags. 2 tags. Not that it matters. You can have all tags if you want. No rules. Oh, am I going to put anything on there? Whoops. That's what happens when you don't get it in there correctly. I was looking around my desk for something to put on that. Okay. Let me ink it. Sometimes you can think better once you see it in a more finished state. So let's just... This is my vintage photo Distress Oxide. That seems to be getting low. I think I'm going to have to buy either a re-inker or another pad. I have been spraying it. You can spray them with water for a while. And eventually you'll run out, but I haven't yet. So it's really thick enough, so I could just, this is what I sometimes do. I'll just ink it. Make this nice and dark. And just kind of run this over it. Just so that it's not stark white. And you can draw lines on the back. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm running out of time. Okay. Oh boy. That needs to be over here. I knew it was going to fit. Okay, this I haven't decided what I'm going to do on the back. So I left this. I'm probably not going to glue that down, so let's just cut that baby right off of there. There. I'll save it. I could need it down the road here. Well, I think I need to ink that now. There we go. There. When I deck it out, I will put something there. It's just not a priority right now. I had, okay, I was making something to go in here. Did I have a thing to glue this on? What was my plan? I don't know. I know I had several tags to make. And I'm pretty sure I had this stuff. Well, here's a piece of coffee dyed cardstock. Okay, so this is going to fit in here pretty good once I cut all that off. Well, I might have to trim just a smidge, but I don't know yet. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this on there. Okay, how's this coming? This is getting sticky, so it's coming apart. So I'll do this side right here. I'm going to put it here because this is a little chewed up right there. So I have options, so I'll just take this option. And, okay, now this isn't real thick, so I'm not going to use my scissors because there's nothing to guide me. It would just be my own sense of whatever, and may not be up to snuff, so I'm just going to use this and just cut this down right here and now. Save that. this side. And this side. Okay. And this side. Then we'll test it for the fit. Okay. Hopefully I won't need to bring that back. That'll save. Okay, this was going in here. Okay, great, perfect. Now, don't want to put anything on the back. I was just wondering if I had something planned for this. What was this for? Maybe I was putting that in here. I wonder if I was. You know, I still could. This is a heavier paper. It's like 32 pound. Got it at Walmart. No, I got it at Staples. What did I get at Walmart? I feel like they had something once, but I don't remember. I went to Staples to get something for flying that you get done at Staples, and they gave you a coupon. So I bought a pack of paper. It was a heavy, like 32 pound. Walmart's might have been 20 some. So this I will put in there, I'm sure. But for now, I'm working on this. I think I'm gonna round the corners, but I don't know. I think the back's fine. I may stamp something on the back, you know, when I start going through and decorating everything. I also had, these were also from CarolynsMusings. They were so cute. I've cut them out and used them in a couple spots. Because I kind of went with this, there's a lot of roses going on in here. And I did incorporate some other flowers because flowers are flowers. And if they were the right color, they went in here. But I just kind of kept the tones kind of the same. I just didn't want to, you know, put like in a wild blue or something. I mean, I found a pretty piece of paper in it, but it had blue, and I'm like, no, because everything is more the green, different shades of green, actually. Some very different shades of green. Okay, so I may add something to that also. I mean, I'm sure I will. I just don't know what. And what's that sticking up? Oh. Okay, I'm at almost 30 minutes. This one may go a little longer. Let's see. This, I had this piece, but when I cut it, I used this half of it, but this is the top. And I wanted to somehow put this on here. I think I'm going to tear the top because I had so many corners. Let's see. Of course, there's not one showing right here. But I had corner angle things going on. Well, anyway, maybe in another one there was more than this one. But I tore one right across the top and I thought, that looks great. So I'm just going to put it down here. Ink. I'll leave the sides straight, I think. I'm going to glue that on and then cut it off. And that'll be that. I mean, I'll have to find something for the top. Everything snowballs into, now I got to find something else for that. So, we didn't have that much here. All right, there we go. So I had that going on. I've had company. I went to California beginning of June, end of May for my grandson's middle school graduation. So then my daughter came here to visit, her and my grandson. Son-in-law couldn't come. He had to stay home and work. Okay, so there's that. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't just cut this right off. Then we can see the finished product. Again, look ahead. Look at the tip of your scissors during this cutting. And then you can go back and clean up any parts that didn't go well. Only a couple. I'm sure I can use that on something. Isn't that pretty? And the corner rounder. Well, I won't round them because I'm going to probably have to find something to go on the back. And again, I'm not going to sit here and rummage through everything. I kind of accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. I got several tags made. Oh boy, here was something I was going to do as well. And I was going to glue this down. Let me see if I can just cut this with the scissors because it looks like an old piece of paper that could be, you know. I think this was actually like a book. It had two sides and I just used half of it. Which is a great thing about digitals. You can just use whatever you need. Part of it. You have the big full sheets of paper, but I can make them smaller and print them in a smaller scale. Because I have Photoshop Elements 12, I think. So I can do all kinds of things. So let's get this glued. Inked. I don't know why I'm thinking of, well, I'm thinking of glue because I'm looking at that. And we'll put this down and that'll about wrap it up. And I'll be just a little over 30 minutes. Okay, so that'll be the top. Oh boy. I hope that wasn't the one I used. I think it was. I guess I should pay better attention when I'm using these health magazines. Although I didn't think it was a health magazine. I don't know what it was. Okay. Okay, this isn't as critical to have the whole 100% coverage. Okay, I'm gonna put that right here. This is probably the same page in the other book that I put the burlap piece. Okay, this is what I was trying to get. Okay, I'm just going to put that down here. Alrighty. Okay, that probably is about all I'm going to... This is going in the garbage. See ya. Okay. This one goes here, so I will have to finish that up. You may not see it till I start doing some finishing touches. So, unfortunately, I can't just show you everything I did because I don't know where they... Okay, I did that one. I did this card. These heavy ones can also double as writing if they want to, you know, put it, or they're going to journal on a page. Well, here's this. So I need to take that out of here, right? Is that the same one? This is a thing. I had to keep flipping through these books. Did I put this in there? Did I put that in there? Somehow this is here. This I'm going to use as a page side somewhere. So it's just hanging around. Okay, so I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you for watching, and just keep watching for my next video. I hope to start cranking them out regularly again. So thank you very much and have a nice day.